Welcome to another new edition of Silkypix Developer Studio Pro 11 video. In this video, I'm going to show you the new option called Moving Object Multi-Exposure. Now, before I show you the example and how to do that and is it good or not, I would like to thank you for supporting me in Patreon or via PayPal. So I really appreciate it. It's really motivating. Also, I do have an Instagram account. I really encourage you to go and take a look. I do have images that I time to time take with my digital camera or film camera. I mean, it's nice to have some more few views to give me some feedbacks. That'll be awesome. Now, moving on to the tutorial. Now, in this image, normally, like in Silkypix Developer Composite modes, if you would have selected like all of it, for example, I'm going to do Control A. Now, if you go to the multiple exposure, problem with that thing, you can see that ghosting happening. You can see that me there and there, but that's not exactly what you want, right? So which means that multiple exposure was not really effective if you had moving objects. Could be bird, could be human, could be a car. Day or night. So in third option, they added the multiple exposure moving objects. So you could use the multiple exposure even if you had something moving. Now, how does it work? How does it work? Which is whatever photo you select, it will take the first image as the base image and it will keep that part of the moving objects and then get rid of the rest. Now, again, I'm going to show you the example of the first. So that's the multiple exposure. You can see the ghosting here, me there and me there. With the nighttime, that will be the same. But if you did the moving object selection, the third one, the new one, and that would be the result. There you go. Where is it? So that's the result. I'm going to zoom out. So that's the result of the multiple exposure moving object selected, which means that I did do the stacking, but it kept me, the first image, and then get rid of everything else. There is no ghosting. I'm going to do a side-by-side comparison. So in this side-by-side comparison, the first image is the multiple exposure night, because day and night, they more or less give you the same result. But you do have a ghosting because first and second images, I was there. So I had a slight image of me as a ghost. The second one, which is the result of the new one, the multiple exposure moving objects, where it kept the first image as a base and got rid of me on second and the third image. To give you another idea, I did use the object removal, which is the old option where it got rid of the moving objects to take a photo of the architecture. If you have a lot of tourists going on, if you take a series of images, that would get rid of all the people from the image. Why did I do that? To show you that when it comes to the image quality or in creation of the image resolution or getting rid of the noise or improving the sharpness, the multiple exposure moving object and the object removal has similarly good quality with the reduction of noise. So it's nothing to do with this video, but I did it out of curiosity, which is because I found out the multiple exposure moving object and the moving object removal option exactly the same when it comes to the image quality. They both does almost the same, where the multiple exposure moving object keep the first image as a base. For example, right there, I'm going to go back to the old one. They keep the first image as a base and they get rid of the second, third, fourth, fifth, or whatever afterward, so that you don't have images like that and you have images like this, right? I hope this video made this option much more clear. Until next video, look after yourself and I see you next time. Take care.